What up, folks? This is 22 Comics. Today we're going to do a little Green Lantern HBO spec. Alright, I got a list of 10 books that I think would be good pickups before we start hearing any more talks about the Green Lantern HBO Max series. Alright, so let's go through those real quick. First one up, Green Lantern number 50. This is the first time we see Kyle Rayner as a Green Lantern. There's no talks of Kyle Rayner being on the HBO Max series at all yet. But there's such a vast array of Green Lanterns, and Kyle seems to be a favorite of so many people. We got Guy, we got talks of Alan Scott, we got talks of Simon Baz, and Jessica Cruz. They're going to introduce more. Like, if this does well, they're going to introduce more. So I believe you can pick this one up right now for around $5. No, it's not in the bag. It's probably one of the lower end ones on my list. But $5 is not a bad investment, in my opinion. By the way, I also want to let y'all know, I'm not advising y'all to go out and buy any of these. This is merely speculation. This is merely my thoughts of what could be of the HBO Max series. So these are things that, I myself will look at, and if the price is right, I'm going to pick them up, and I'm going to pick up several copies of them just in case, because they're at a lower value right now. It's one of those buying on the dip kind of things if you're into stocks. Book number 2 is going to be Free Comic Book Day, New 52. This is the very first appearance of Simon Baz. This book has started heating up. People are starting to realize that this is his first appearance, and the bookmark, and those are starting to go up. I had one slip away from me the other day. I want to say these books are going for about $15 to $17, and if Jessica Cruz's first appearance has proven us anything, it can go up higher, especially if he gets on there and people like him. Do not fall in the FOMO at all. Don't fall in the FOMO at all. But we know he's coming to the Green Lantern HBO Max series. So this is more in the bag than anything else. Book number 3 is going to be Green Lantern number 0. This is the origin of Simon Baz. If you can't get the first appearance, pick up an origin. This year has told us more about first appearances, second appearances, origins, first covers, all that. All that. If you don't want to invest the money into a first appearance of Simon Baz, pick up the origin of Simon Baz. The origin of Simon Baz is going for around $12 right now. So it's still a little steeper, but still not a bad book to pick up. At book number 4, we're talking Green Lantern number 30. This is the first cameo appearance. Yes. Second cameo appearance. One of those. Of Jessica Cruz. That book's running about $15 right now. I want to say her first cameo appearance was in Green Lantern 28. All you saw was her hand. This we're talking about is Justice League number 30. Again, Jessica Cruz is heating up. That is a hot book right now. And I think it's just going to get even more. She's got such an interesting story, and I think they're really going to dive into that. Book number 5 is Justice League number 50. This is when Jessica Cruz officially becomes a Green Lantern. So we get a first cameo in Green Lantern 28. We get another cameo in Justice League 30. We get a first appearance in Justice League 31. And then we finally see her as a Green Lantern in Justice League 50. I don't know how they're going to do the story. I don't know how this is going to go on. But if they do a giant build-up, then this could really be a big book to have. And I believe this book is coming in at about $18. So like I said, these Jessica Cruz books are like seriously heating up. Like, people want to see this woman on the screen. They want to see her story. So, and she's confirmed she's gonna be on there. I'm still looking for my copy of 31. I'm still trying to get a hold of one. I think they're running about $50 right now for a decent high raw grade. I'm trying to be patient with it. I'm trying very, very hard to be patient with it. I want one pretty bad though. At book number 6, we've got Jessica Cruz becoming a Yellow Lantern. Alright. This happened in Green Lantern Annual 2 of 2021. You would think, as the HBO Max series expands, we're going to get Red Lanterns, we're going to get Yellow Lanterns. And what better than to take somebody who is a Green Lantern that's constantly having to fight fear to eventually give in and become a Yellow Lantern. All the other Lanterns have taken up other rings anyways. And on top of that, this has got a really cool cover. This book right here is not really being spec'd on a whole lot. And I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if that's a bad thing. I don't know if it's just too far in the future. I'm seeing numbers around $7 that this book is going for. That's really not a bad book to have. If it happens in HBO Max, that book is probably going to spike big time. So again, if price is right, I would definitely start snatching these up. Book number 7 is a little complicated. We're talking the first full appearance of Atrocitus. Right now, CGC has Green Lantern number 25 as the first full of Atrocitus and Larfleeze, 2 characters I believe we could possibly get in the HBO Max series. Atrocitus played a big part in the animated Green Lantern series, and I've seen another guy by the name of Swagglehoss. Shout out to him, because he's got this theory going on about how the Marvel Cinematic Universe has taken a lot from their Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes cartoon. I found it very interesting because they really have, there has been a lot of correlation between that and the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So big shout out to him for noticing that, whether it's true or not. But it's kind of scary. If DC were to do the same thing, Atrocitus and the Red Lanterns played a huge role in the Green Lantern animated series. So why not have him? I mean, they got cool powers. It's a villain, and then they eventually even team up, take down bigger threats. CGC states Atrocitus' full appearance as being Green Lantern 25. All right. Now we actually see and get a full first appearance though in Green Lantern 28. I would look to get both of these books. That's just my opinion. I believe I actually have both of these books, and if I see them, I'm going to pick them up. The 28 is going for about $3. It was. Hopefully that's still the case. 25 is going for a little bit more, but it's because CGC says that that's going to be the first full appearance. So neither one of these have Atrocitus on the cover. Do keep that in mind, but as a lot of great first appearances of characters, they're not even on the cover. Book number 8 is going to be Green Lantern number 52. This is the origin of life and Ion. These are, I want to say, the entities that give the power, or the gods that give the power, something along those lines. They play a giant role in the Green Lantern mythos. So if we were to ever get an origin of these characters, if we ever to see these characters, these godlike characters, the entities of, willpower and light and things like that, those would be good books to have. Those books right now are going for around $8, so it's not horrible bad pickup, and it's got something cool inside of it. Book number 9 is Crisis on Infinite Earths number 6. This is going to be the first appearance of the anti-moitor. In the Green Lantern anime series, anti-moitor did show up. Everybody talks about how Galactus is a huge villain. Everybody talks about wanting to see Galactus and stuff like that. This guy here, where Galactus just eats planets, anti-moitor eats universes. So we're talking way bigger scale version of Galactus. It's going to take a lot of people to take this guy down, and nobody's going to want their universes to end, let's be honest. This could be a giant showdown villain. It's very possible, and like I said, he did show up in the cartoon series. Take it for what you will. Still, having that series is not a bad series to own. I mean, it's one of the all-time favorites of DC stories. You can pick that book up for around $10. Book number 10 is Crisis on Infinite Earths number 7. This is going to be the origin of the anti-moitor and the Guardians of Oa. Like I said earlier with Simon Baz, if you can't get a first appearance, look for a second. Look for a cameo. Look for an origin. Look for a first cover. Those kinds of things are things that sell. Those kinds of things are things that heat up. So, having the first appearance of the anti-moitor on top of having his origin, you could make a nice little bundle right there. These would just be great books to have, to sit there and have in your collection, to sit there and say, I mean, again, Crisis on Infinite Earths, go ahead and get that whole series. Go ahead and get that whole set. It's a good story. Just get that. Also, in that series of Crisis of Infinite Earths, you'll also find the second appearance of John Constantine. There's so many keys in that story. There's deaths, there's first appearances, there's second appearances, there's origins. You could just sit there and just get that series. And people aren't thinking of those things right now. People aren't talking of those things right now, especially DC stuff. Crisis on Infinite Earths #7 is going for about $20 right now. Hopefully it stays that way, or if not, just goes down. Those are the top 10 books right now that I would say look into spec-wise. If you're looking for spec, if you're looking for some off-the-cuff kind of keys and stuff like that, look for the Green Lantern series that's coming up on HBO Max. If these books blow up, great. If not, I think you've got a decent little collection of nice books to have. So, again, always buy what you like. Always buy what you love. Don't just do it for the FOMO. Don't just do it for, for the money. If you buy what you like and you love, you ain't going to regret it. Alright, thank y'all for checking out my video. If you like what I'm putting out, please go ahead and hit that like button down below. If you want to get a notification of when I'm putting out a new video, hit that bell while you're at it. Also, if you'll do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a good one.